here we are. Would you like to say hi? Hi. So over the past couple days, I'm waiting to get my title and things in for the car. So I've been holding off on things, but over the past couple days, I got this stuff installed and I got these wheels back from my work. These are the rollers it came on. These are 5 Ziggin somethings. They're 5 Ziggin wheels. They need refinish. They need some repairs. They're on crap tires, but I'm gonna try to get some money out of them so I can put it back into here. Next thing is I'm doing, my gauge cluster stopped working, so I'm gonna try to get that, figure out what's going on with it. I don't know if it's, I paid a lot of money for it, so it'd be upsetting if it was broken, but it might something, because it's got an exposed circuit board on the back and flexible, and when I had it up here just sitting, something may have happened, so I want to make sure that works. And I'm going to get the cluster hood so my cluster can be actually mounted, because when I get it running again, before it would flop around a bit. I don't want to risk damaging it again if it was damaged, or damaging it at all. There's the Miata seat and there's the other Miata seat. I'm pulling those out and I'm selling them. I've got a Miata radiator. I'm doing a garage clean out because I need some money to put back into this because I want to see it go somewhere. So those wheels, put these stickers on. I think they look great. Ali helped me with them. So that sticker's from Hey Hentai or Hey Kohai, depending on what his account name is. And then the No Rush sticker I really like. We want to put something down below to fill up the space. But for now, I think these two look really good together. And worst case scenario, if one of them goes away, the other one will still look good by itself. I had some things come in. So I got a glow shift coolant temp gauge, and then I got the Mishimoto adapter so I can put that on the upper radiator hose so I can get my coolant temp so I actually know what my water temp is. I got, this is the REM Amiya style exhaust. Well, not style, it is an REM Amiya exhaust. I sold the other one that was on the car, and then I need to get my sway bar mounts and bushings, and I can put my front sway bar on. I didn't realize I had the end links, which is very helpful. And out here, I was watching Night Ride, their newest video. They were organizing their whole garage. They just got their Skyline. And I saw that they were using some stuff like this, which this is just what, saran wrap? Like, yeah. Big saran wrap. Found it at Walmart. And I'm gonna go over my goals for the car here in a minute, but with my goals, my interior isn't going in for a minute now. So I wanted to keep it safer and make it so I can stack it and put it in a more organized way. So I wrapped my door cards, my rear 3/4 trim, and my center console trim. This is all like the stuff that has like the leather like coating on it. I wrapped it all in this saran wrap to keep it safe so I could stack it, put it in the corner, and worry about it a little less. I know it's, you know, the cheap Mazda interior, so I'm still gonna worry about it, and worried because the black interior pieces are getting more and more expensive by the day. But that's where we're at right now. We're doing some organizing, gonna sell some stuff, get some money to put back into this car so I can make some more content. So I think hopefully the next thing you'll see is me installing my coolant temp gauge. And then I have a, right here, I got a air fuel ratio gauge from AEM. It's been a while since I had this up, since my old house, but we got this back up. Why is there a, okay. Yeah, this was back up when I had the BMW, so I'm gonna clean this all off and then we're gonna reset. So make a new goals list. But that's all for today. I'll be back tomorrow when I'm wiring some stuff up so you guys can have fun while I'm doing that, and probably fixing that. But done. So one last thing, as I was cleaning up, I realized I wanted to test fit the gauges. So I pulled off the cover, and that center speaker's still there, which is kind of cool, but I gotta get rid of it. So, but if you buy from Drake's, that's how easy the install is. So just hook the hooks in, and I just swapped over one of the clips for now. I'm gonna be swapping over both of them, but this is just a test fit. So make sure they're both hooked in. Bam. Now I got 2 gauges up there, which is actually really cool, and they don't take up a lot of space. Like, happy birthday.
Thank you.
It's my girlfriend's birthday. She's 21, or yesterday was. We're getting rid of this thing. Well, we already got rid of this thing. This thing's getting sold. It's only got 30,000 miles on it. Highest bidder. This thing. So we got rid of the mega exhaust. I sold that to a friend who needed it. This is it doesn't have the RE Amamiya plate, but based on the part number, this is, or the Jasma part number, this is the RE Amamiya turn down exhaust. So we got that, and it's kind of dark, but you can see right up there, we got the new resonated mid pipe from RX7.com in. Ari was a great guy, and then we have the HKS down pipe. So everything's in here kind of loose right now. I don't have the proper mounts in for the exhaust quite yet, but this is just because this is a test fit to see how it sounds and to find a place to add my O2 sensor for the AFR gauge on the mid pipe. But gaskets are in, everything's tight, and it's just the mounts that are a little wonky. But I thought this turn down was gonna look way worse. I thought it was gonna look like goofy, but it honestly, it looks really tasteful. So I'm excited by that. But I'm gonna get it off the jack stands, set it down, and then get it started. And I'm working on rewiring my taillights because the wrong connectors were wired in. So I got these because it's a 4-pin connector. I'm just gonna wire in my on body and taillight side a new connector because that'd make my life tons easier to just do that. But I'm gonna lower the car down and I'll be back with you with how it sounds. Okay, so this is cold start. It sounds not too far off from how it did. It sounds pretty good. I really like it. What do you think?
It sounds good.
It's pretty quiet. It's a little quiet. But that's how it is. So, definitely a little on the quiet side for my taste, but we'll see how it is once the car's tuned and everything else is going properly. So, that's all we were doing tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to put it back in the air to figure out where my O2 sensor can go, and then pulling it all back apart. So, what's cool about this is, I didn't think about it, but now I can put the muffler on and I can remove the mid pipe, because instead of being the cats have studs on them, but this is a bolt, nut and bolt, so I can remove the mid pipe and leave the muffler and the down pipe on. So it's kind of quiet, you know? Mm-hmm. You can definitely hear the turbos over the engine noise. So, which is cool for my first turbo car, but I think eventually I'm probably might switch to a different muffler or a different mid pipe. I think from what I was reading on the forums, the muffler makes a much bigger difference than the mid pipe. So I'm glad I didn't get the other one, which was a big muffler, because then the car would have sounded like stock. I think I would have been disappointed by that. Don't you agree? All right, well, I would have recorded the install, but there's tons of other places that have it. It's 4 bolts. This whole thing's gonna get deleted because this is on here, and I have to delete everything off the motor for that. So what you do when you do that, I'm gonna go over it when when my new belt gets here. But basically, I'm gonna remove my intakes, and I can remove this air pump right here, and then I can get a shorter belt that only runs, it's only gonna run the crank, the water pump, and the alternator. And I'll probably get a different alternator pulley, because they have like ones that have like grooves on them or something that helps grab the water pump better, because there's not enough surface area to spin it at higher RPMs. And then when I do that, I can delete the air pump, and I can do block offs on all the places that the air pump goes. So it's gonna get rid of this hose, this big ugly air pump, and then a bunch of stuff on the intake. So, and then I'll be able to get rid of some solenoids underneath the upper intake. So when that's all done, you know, it'll free up the engine. You'll be able to see the twin turbos in there. But for tonight, that was a quick, what, not even 30 minutes?
Yeah.
So, not even 30 minutes. We got the fucking new exhaust on. I think it looks a lot more sleek than the old one. It's not sitting on the bumper. It definitely might draw a little less attention from police if this car isn't eye-grabbing enough, which I think this car is going to get a lot of eyes. But who cares? That's why we got it. So, okay, now it's during the daylight. So, brand new HKS downpipe, brand new resonated mid pipe from RX7.com, and then the Ariama Mia catback exhaust, which is a lot quieter than I expected, but we'll see how that is once it's actually tuned and everything. And then here is the the O2 sensor for the air fuel ratio. Just put it right there. The only instructions were above 10 degrees from horizontal, and I was looking into it and some people were saying below 15 degrees from vertical, so I just put it at an angle, you know. And then this whole thing, this crusty pipe, that's gonna get removed since the air pump was deleted. So that's just a 10 mil here, and then whatever is holding it up there. And then I'm gonna run this up along the firewall, away from everything, and then across and into the cabin where my AFR gauge will be. So that is that. It's a little tight under here because normally I have it on a lift, but working in my garage, you know, there is no lift in here. So, but she's good. She hasn't been really, I put cardboard down, but it hasn't really been dripping anything, which is good. I thought for sure right here was gonna leak, which is a tiny bit of oil, but because that seals the oil pan, and for some reason the previous owner removed it, but there's like dirt build up here. The same shit was on top of the muffler too, so I wonder if the car like ended up like going off-road or something like that, or this drive line. But anyways, back up top we go. Well, we're back out here again. I'm working on it. I can tell you this was not the original goal, but it looks nice. I mean, you can see my crusty twins now. I'm gonna try to probably clean those up eventually. If I find out we're over boosting and we need to port the wastegates, because I don't know what was done to these before. If we are, these are gonna come off, they're gonna get cleaned up. Everything good's gonna get done to them. And then if we do that, we're also just go non-sequential to simplify all the vacuum lines to make this car as reliable as possible. But we just removed the air pump, which is as simple as pulling the intakes off. And then there was a bolt here, here, and then there's a bracket that went there. And then you also loosen that. So essentially this car normally has an air pump, water pump, alternator, crank pulley, power steering, AC, and we got rid of half of that. We got rid of power steering, AC, and the air pump. The air pump was always gonna go away. Power steering and AC, I have them both right there. I'm probably gonna rebuild the power steering pump and get a power steering rack, because this is a depowered rack, which I did, but that's all gonna depend on how much I like it. And AC, that'll be a future thing, but I am planning on putting that back in, so I'm gonna hold on to that pump until that happens. But hi puppy, hi puppy. Why is the flash on? Hi puppy, hi puppy. How's it going? I just wanted to thank you guys for making it to the end of the video, and I just wanted to say thanks for watching, and you know, look forward to the next video. I know this video, the exhaust fully got installed. I'm editing it, but in the next video, I'll be finishing up some more of the gauge installs, and then I'll also be taking the car on a test drive and bringing you guys along with that. So look forward to that. Thank you again for watching. Hello, new people. Hello, people who are already subscribed, and look forward to more content, and I look forward to putting out more content. So see you guys in the next one.